Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Subhankhi. Hope you are all doing well. So Diwali is right around the corner. So in today's video I'm going to do a step-by-step very easy makeup look that you can do for all your Diwali parties. Now I was very tired of doing black smoky eye or any cut crease for any festive occasion. So I came up with this look. This makeup look has got a very cool tone since I was also bored with all my warm makeup looks that I'm doing since all summer. So this makeup look is very cool toned, and as well it has got a graphic liner going on which is very easy to recreate. Now graphic liners are a hot topic for quite a moment now, and so I wanted to create something with graphic liner for this Diwali, but it has to be also wearable and recreatable. So yeah, this is what I came up with. I even did this whole makeup look within 10 minutes. Now you have already noticed, I guess, I'm talking with you guys over voiceover. So today's video is going to be a little chilled out, a little different, because I'm just experimenting with my content, and also all the products will be linked in the description below. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. My face is fully moisturized, so for the first step I'm going to go directly on with Swiss Beauty's Pearl Illuminator. My shade is golden pink. Now I'm planning to keep this look a little matte, a less shiny. So that's why I'm putting the illuminator at the first before starting off with my base makeup. Now this illuminator is very runny and gives you a very lustrous shine which is not sparkly. It gives my skin a very healthy glow. For this look I'm just applying it randomly all over my face. Now the next step is to color correct. For color correcting I'm using NYBase orange color corrector. This has got a orangish to reddish tones and it's really pigmented and well blendable. So I really like it. It is basically the best, most affordable option out there in the market. So I'm just applying this first with an eye brush all over the places where I have darkness, and then using a circular motion to blend it out. Now as you guys can see, I have pretty much a lot of acne scars and even active acne, so I'm just covering those up, placing the product using the same brush. Basically my skin is breaking out a lot these days, so yeah, I'm just covering it out. Make sure you don't swipe away the products, just dot it and blend around the boundaries. Now after blending, I went ahead with a beauty sponge. This is to make sure that I don't have too much of color correctors on my face, otherwise it could pick through after applying foundation, which is not a pretty look. So yes, make sure to take away the excess product. Now next I'm going on with foundation. For foundation I'm going to use Insight's ultra thin second skin foundation. My shade is 02 Rose Beige. This is my basically go-to foundation. I use it on a daily basis. It has a very runny texture and it gives a medium coverage to my skin, and if you build it up it can give you full coverage. Now as you can see, I am first applying the products over color corrector. Always make sure to apply foundation first on your problematic region and then to rest of your face so that you can balance it. Now the next step is to conceal. The concealer that I used is from Inside Cosmetics. It's their HD concealer in the shade Golden Sand. Now this concealer does have a brush like application exactly like the Elegance concealer, but the quality is not the same and it has a medium coverage. Now the shade that I chose is exactly my skin tone, so it didn't brighten my under eyes, but it did cover my dark circles, as you guys can see. To be very honest, this is me applying the concealer for the first time in this video, so I couldn't say much, but first impression went really good. And yeah, my base looks so flawless. I really like all the products that I used for the base in today's video. If I keep my concealer not set under my eyes for more than 5 seconds, it instantly creases. So for me, the next step is to quickly set my under eyes using a powder. The powder that I'm using today is Insight's banana powder. Now I do have a full review on this product, but in short, I really like the texture of it. The powder particle is very fine and easily blendable. It leaves a brightening effect under my eyes, which I really like. And also because of this, I didn't apply any brightening concealer because the powder creates a brightening effect anyway. I'm using a very small brush to control all my movements, followed by brushing the excess powder away using a bigger brush. Now for next step, I went ahead with a cream contour. This one is a concealer from byeee in the shade Chestnut Pretzel. Now this concealer is really good. It's blendable and it has got good pigments. But the shade that I chose is really cool toned, even as a contour shade for my skin tone, because I have a really warm skin tone. So if you have a warm skin tone, I would not recommend this one because it can turn really muddy. So I applied very little amount, dotted all over my areas where I need to shape my face, and blended it using a contour brush. This is also another product that I used for the first time in this video, but I really like the quality of it. Now after that, I had to warm my face up a little bit, so I'm using my favorite bronzer. It's the Wet n Wild bronzer in the shade What Shady Beaches. I'm in love with this bronzer. It has such a good sun-kissed bronzed warm tone shade, and it is very fine and matte. I really like how it gives a very sun-kissed look on my face when I apply it, and it is really pigmented and blendable. For the next step, I applied a matte powder blush from S.F.R. This blush is so pigmented yet so affordable. It has a coralish to peach color and it is really matte. As you guys can see, I am applying a little bit on my cheeks and nose. Just wanted to give a little warmth and flushed cheeks without making my face really blushy, as I often do with all my looks. Now since I haven't actually set my whole face, I'm going ahead setting my whole face with the same powder that I used on my under eyes. I'm mainly putting the powder around my cheekbones, around my chin, nose, and a little bit on my forehead, just to give a brightening and snatched kind of look. And then just dusting it off. I'm not baking at all, just putting the powder and then brushing the excess away so that my makeup lasts longer. Since I'm almost done with my base makeup, it's finally time to do the eye makeup, which I'm so excited about. So first of all, I started off with a water activated black hydraliner from BS Beauty, which is an Instagram store. I honestly in love with this black liner, and I don't remember when is the last time I really did use an actual pencil liner. I use this to create all my eye looks now, mainly because it is pretty easy to remove the makeup if you mess it up, as I have done a little bit. Just take a Q-tip dipped in water and slightly remove it. It will come off without disturbing the base makeup. And anyway, it doesn't matter in this look because I'm going to blend the liner, so everything will fall into place later on. Just follow your crease line and draw the eye shape that is most flattering for you. Then I'm going ahead blending the eyeliner even more using a dark brown and black shadow interchangeably. And the eyeshadow palette that I used for this blending is Mars eyeshadow palette in the shade Smoke It Up. Now I'm not a fan of this eyeshadow palette, but since I have it, I have to use it anyway. Now also make sure to not over blend it and you are good to go. Also, if you make a mess or if you want to make your crease more prominent, you can use a concealer and clean the edges like I'm doing right now. And this is it. This is the eye look. This is so simple but looks stunning on the eye. Now also to balance the eye look, I just went ahead with the same brown and black shadow on my lower lash line and just smoking it up a little bit around the corner using the same eyeshadow palette. Then as an eyelid shade, I thought of applying a little bit of shimmer from the same palette only. Now it's finally time for the lips. To make my lip look all pouty and perfect, to get the perfect nude color, I apply tons of lipsticks. First of all, I always start off with lining my lips. The lip liner that I used for this case is Wet n Wild's lip liner in the shade Chestnut. Next, I went ahead with a very nude liquid lipstick. It's from MyGlamm. The shade is rbomb. Then followed by another nude yet a little dark shade from Wet n Wild. It's their Catsuit range. Then finally, as a last step, I recently started applying a little bit of very dark brown eyeshadow on the uppermost and lowermost edge of the lip, and it creates so much of difference. I know it could be too much for some of you guys, but I honestly love it. So if you like it, you can obviously do it. It just changes the lip game to some other level. And yeah, that's the whole look, the whole makeup look for your Diwali party. Please comment below how you like this look. I honestly love it. And yeah, that's about it. We finally come to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed this makeup look. If you do, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. More than 70% of you guys are watching my video and not subscribing. Please do subscribe and help me out. I'll meet you guys in my next video. Until then, be happy and bye.
I'm out of practice, I ain't had the energy. Depression is a bitch that won't stop texting me, and this this anxiety, what the hell she want from me? And give myself the love I want everybody else